What's up, guys and girls, men and women? Back for another video. So in the last video, maybe 2 videos ago, you saw that I powder coated my valve cover. So that's that one right there. In this video, we're going to be doing the Evo valve cover. So that's that one. Had to buy an aftermarket one because the metal ones only came on the 2008s. Kyle's Evo is a 2014, so we went ahead and bought the aluminum valve cover for it. We're doing a gold color on it, and it's going to be a 2-stage powder coat. So we are going to start off with doing a jewel gray powder coat. Got to fully do that just like normal powder coating. And then once that one is cured, we're going to put a Memphis gold, which is like a transparent gold, on top of it. And we tested it on a couple different wrenches. We tested 3 wrenches. They're all right here with the different colors. The goal is to match the wheels, which is difficult because there was no color code for them. So we did one base coat gray, forget the name of it. Oh yeah, Evo gray on this one with the Memphis gold on top of it. Let me focus real quick. And then we did just the Memphis gold on this one on the wrench. And then the middle one here is the one that we feel is going to pretty much match it exactly. And that was jewel gray with the Memphis gold on top of it. That is the one that we felt came out the best, closest to the wheel color. So that is what we are going to be doing to the valve cover. I'm going to take you with us through the entire process. Kyle's going to be doing the spraying, and stick around to the end to see how it turns out. Alright, so we are laying on that first coat of the jewel gray. It's a prismatic powder, if I didn't say that earlier. Prior to starting the spray, we plugged all the threaded holes with a plug kit that we got from Eastwood. We are using a dual voltage gun, so we have the high and low voltage settings on there. And for stuff like this valve cover, the low voltage setting comes in real handy because of all the curves and different angles and stuff that you got. That low voltage one really helps get all those. So once we get all the hard curves and stuff taken care of, we'll switch it back up to the higher voltage setting and get all the flat surfaces. I like that real good. As you can see, the oven is set for 450. So we're going to put it in at 450. And once it starts to flow, which you know when that happens because it'll start to get glossy, then we're going to drop the temperature down to 400 and let it sit in there for 20 minutes at 400 before we pull it out. So we just switched over to the higher voltage. Get those flat spots real good, which means he was satisfied with all the curves and stuff. And as soon as he feels like he's got a nice even coat on there, it'll be time to throw it in the oven.
Hard to see that side of it.
Yeah. You'd turn it so that side's showing if you wanted to. How so?
It's all porous.
Hmm?
It's all porous.
Oh yeah. Alright. So you might be able to just blow that section off. If you want to try that.
Is there any point in keeping going with this?
No, I don't think so. Did he do it everywhere?
No.
Okay.
Right here it's not exactly great.
Yeah. You can throw the air gun in there. And did it even it out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's try it out right there. Yep.
I'm just worried about hitting the valve cover with the bottle.
Alright, so we had a little bit of like pitting in the powder, so we went ahead and blew this side back off again, the side that it's hitting again. Which is perfectly fine. That's the beautiful thing about powder coating, is if you screw it up, you blow it off and hit it again. Also, I'm sure you heard the compressor kick on. It is raining outside, so the compressor is in the garage with us, unfortunately, today. But, yeah, so don't mind the noise. We're good?
See if it responded.
Looks good to me. Okay.
That's the backside screw.
Yep. Cool. So he's checking it to make sure it's all even and coated all the way around. It looks good, so we are going to go ahead and throw it in the oven. And take the ground off. And I don't know if I mentioned, with the Eastwood dual voltage there is a ground button. So you hook that clamp up that he just took off, and then you hold the gun in one hand, the button in the other, hold the button while you spray. So that's why that clamp is on there. So I'm going to open the oven. It is at 450. I'm going to stick that baby in there. I can help you. Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have picked the rack with all the powder coat already on it.
That was the one I had sitting there for you already. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so it's in the oven. We are just going to let it go. Keep an eye on it. When it starts to gloss over, that is when we will change the temperature down to 400 and then let it sit for 20 minutes. So I'll pick this up after the 20 minutes is over and we're pulling it out. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes. Took a little bit longer to flow because we had an issue trying to get the rack into the oven. So it took about 10 minutes to float and then 20 minutes to actually bake on. But that is what we got right now. That is, again, jewel gray. That is our base color that we are then going to lay the Memphis gold on top of. So we gotta let this cure for a minute, and then it'll be time to lay the Memphis gray down on top of it. We'll be back when we're getting ready to do that. Alright, we are back on this. We're laying down the Memphis gold. Again, we're starting with the low voltage setting to get into all those cracks and crevices and everything. And we'll go back up to the high voltage setting in just a minute. Also, normally we wouldn't do open air like this. We usually put it in a box. Box is located back here. I'm sure you've seen us use that. But for the purpose of these valve covers, This is the best we got, so this is how it's going down. And yes, it makes a hell of a mess.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. We are laying this on pretty thick, because like I said, it is a transparent, so you'll be able to see that gray through it. It should darken it up quite a bit. That's the plan. Having it gray underneath there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of his way so we can finish this up. Again, with this, we're going to throw it in the oven for about 5 minutes to let it flow. And then once it flows, we'll turn the temperature down to 400 and let it bake on, pull it out, let it cure. Same process as before. So I'll be back with the results. She's smoking.
That's pretty normal for like valve covers and stuff that may have like baked on oil in them.
There it is. I'm just gonna let it cure for a few minutes, let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll test it next to the wheels.
Definitely gold. That looks pretty damn close to the wheels.
I think so too.
I wasn't looking through the camera and I was fucking like, wow.
Looks good.
It's not perfect. I see some imperfections like the bottom, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yep.
So that was if you shit on a pan.
I remember the bottom line was doing that too.
Yeah. Well, it's trying to stick to the pan.
Yeah.
So a really sharp edge.
Looks good to me. Got some nice pearl in there.
Yep. Slight tint of green.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're going to let it cure, let it cool down, and we'll put it up next to the wheels. We'll be back. Alright guys, so it is now cool enough to touch. Which means that we can finally do the comparison to the wheel. Not gonna lie, we already did this ourselves off camera once. Touch some light on her. No, no. Didn't help. There you go. So as you can see, pretty much nailed it. So yeah, this is exactly what we were going for. Came out really good. Sorry I'm shaking. But yeah, came out really good. We are both happy with it. Glad he's happy with it because I didn't want to have to redo it again. What the camera really isn't picking up is that there is some sparkle in it. See if I can get the right amount of light on it to kind of show it.
I doubt it.
No,
Such a small
it
spot.
ain't showing, but there is just a little bit of flake in there. It looks really nice in person. So hopefully you guys will be able to see it on the car and you can actually admire the actual color that it is. Yeah, it turned out excellent. We're both very pleased. Just a heads up, if you're going to use that Memphis gold color, it gets everywhere. Everything is covered in gold powder now. So yeah, with that said, we got to clean this place up. And we both have work in the morning. It is Sunday night right now. We both have work in the morning. So just going to wrap this one up. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave us a comment on what you think. Give you a last shot of it real quick here. Versus the wheel. Bam. Bam. Alright. See you in the next one.